Okay, y'all. Let's see if the love is in the air. Are you worthy of love right now? Do you deserve love right now? Do you have your finances in order? Do you have your life in order? Are you living in order? Okay? Like your health. Okay? You can't be around here with high blood pressure, diabetes, sluggish, can't move around, you're gaining weight. You know what I mean? You're not comfortable with yourself. Let's see. Are you ready for love right now, okay? Is love deserving, okay? Are you on the right frequency for love? Ooh. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's why they fell on the floor. It's a mess. Okay. Right now, you're dealing with a lot of dishonesty, a lot of confusion, and a lot of gossip, okay? And you're trying to come to some type of understanding. You're trying to reveal the problems, okay? Also trying to make solutions, okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. Ego. Somebody's ego driven, which could make them somewhat of a narcissist, okay? And there's some type of confusion. There's somebody in your group or circle or somebody you're dealing with that is very dishonest, okay? You have a lot of confusion, but this seemed like a psyche issue with confusion, okay? Some type of regret, something you've gone through in the past. You haven't actually been able to get over it, okay? Like you burnt bridges with someone and it's kept you bland and boring. Like you're not able to bring in that attraction anymore. Like it has died down, okay? Like you're indecisive about who you want to be, what you want to be, okay? And it's bringing on like some type of damage, okay? Like you still have people lingering in your spirit, in your space, okay? You do need to repair with self-love, okay? Anything else, Spirit? Once you start figuring out your destination, okay? And stop feeling like you're unworthy or unappreciated, okay? Some of y'all may have sabotaged your relationship, okay? Some of you may need to mend old ties so you can move on, okay? Some of you want to escape and you don't really care what you did in the situation. Like you just feel like, this is me, this is who I am. You never had any consideration for anybody else. And there's a possibility. There's a possibility that whoever you was dealing with did not have any consideration for you. Okay? It was all about them. You was just in their shadow, okay? Somebody is seeking forgiveness, okay? Something about their life has come to a halt. Something about their life has become wrecked, okay? Something about their life where they feel like anything they've done in the past, even though they can learn from the situation, they can't get out of this loop, this warped mentality, okay? It doesn't really seem like somebody's ready to have a relationship right now. Like they got things that they need to do. Like they got things that they need to fix in their own life before they move on. Is this person ready for a relationship or love or the relationship they're in? Limitations. There's some type of limitation here, okay? Something about the wealth is not in order, okay? Something about there's no progress being made. This could be somebody who's looking at their husband or their wife as if they're a burden right now, okay? They don't feel like the situation they're in is their wish come true. At first, the romance, being stable, having a roommate, that's pretty much what it is. I can't afford my own house, I can't afford my own car, so I'm gonna have this person fall in love with me so I can have indoor sex, and then I could just be basic. You know what I mean? I don't have any dreams or aspirations. Where it's finally catching up with you. You want more. You desire more. Social media is influencing you that you deserve more. Your passion, your free will is catching up with you. And you're looking at your past like, I did not set the standard. I did not pave a way, okay? I did not build a steady foundation. It seems like you got new dreams and aspirations, but you probably don't even want to share with your partner anymore. Like, some people evolve, they get a raise, they get a promotion, they find another way to make money or income, but they don't want to share with their partner. They don't feel like their partner deserves it. Like they're not accolades within their own household. What else, Spirit? Roll the dice in the flow. Some people need to just be in the flow and take a gamble. Take a leap of faith. Okay? Some people want a new life. They don't want to actually continue the life they had. They want to upgrade. They want to feel good. They want to make it seem like they're making some type of progress. Okay? Some of y'all will be moving up. Okay? Some of y'all are going to let go of all the drama. Look at this. All the ego, all the gossip, all the bullshit. There's not going to be any more drama because you're moving up. Okay? Some of you all are going to have perfect relationships, okay? But you need to get on that magic. Is there some type of stagnation or blockage going on here, okay? And I recommend all people email me and get your spiritual package to remove that blockage. You're not going to be using my energy. You're going to be using your own energy, okay? Something about magic and relationships. You're going to have to remove these blockages and this stagnation and this temptation. You know, you're going to have to shine bright, okay? You're going to have to become vibrant, okay? You're going to have to start moving around, okay? Good luck is on your side, okay? Beginning. Yes, this is a new beginning for certain people, okay? But you haven't made it through the passage yet, okay? This is just identifying the issues, the problems, your desires, your wants and needs, okay? The sacrifices you're willing to take. But that leap of faith is up to you, okay? To see the opportunity. Some people have to see a bit of opportunity, then they start working with it. It's like saying, I'm going to slide $1 in here and see can I get back 2. I'm going to slide $1 in here and see can I get back 10. And then if it starts giving you a little something, you'll start working with it. But you don't know if it's promising or not, right? There's definitely going to be some fast changes, okay? To the ones that are not stagnant or stuck, you're about to move up. You are definitely about to move up in the relationship world. Everything about your relationship that seemed dusty and boring, you're about to start doing things to make your family whole, holistic, okay? If you're single, I don't know what to say right about now. I mean single with children, meaning you're going to be taking baggage into another relationship. It's time for you to start glowing. It's time for you to cleanse your home and your temple. It's time for you to remove that man that's no longer there, that imaginary man that's no longer there. It's time for you to let the universe know that you want a deserving partner. You don't want someone to just treat you like you're on welfare to help you make ends meet. You want love. You want companionship. You want loyalty. You want respect. You want someone that can take on your children as if they're their own without disrespecting them, okay? I had several stepfathers. They made sure I had school clothes, money. They took care of me. They picked me up from school. Father 1, Father 2, Father 3, they all worked together. Whoever could pick me up for the day. You know what I mean? Shedding. Yes, you're becoming new. You're going through some transformation, okay? You are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine, okay? Ashe. If you're having problems out there where you got hypertension or some type of your system is not flowing properly, you might want to contact me. You might want to email me, okay? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, but I could definitely help you move in a direction of where your body can start back flowing properly, okay? You may be into medicine. You may need to think about something like that. You may be outgrowing yourself, okay? And this is your future, okay? Give and take, okay? There's some type of reciprocation that needs to take place. Be open to giving and receiving. Keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires, Ashe. It may be time for you to give somebody a chance. You've been wondering if you was going to get hurt again. You're seeking forgiveness. You feel like this person betrayed you, okay? You went through some type of betrayal, okay? And then they tried to portray themselves as something that they were not, right? And you escaped that situation. But your heart is shattered, okay? You need to mend it. And you're trying not to sabotage the situation no more because you feel like it's not going to be right. Like you're already shedding it and dismissing it before it even becomes something, a thing. Sometimes you could just be friends. That's what I tell people. If you can't be my friend and hang out with me, meaning you could go drink with 12 niggas, right? You could go drink with 12 niggas and go home. But you drink with me and relax, you want to pound me. You want to take me to Pound Town. You don't want to just relax and go home. It's not fair. And believe me, I keep checks and balances. Like I don't dig it. Not one bit. The same way you go to a bar and you go home empty-handed, the same way you're supposed to respect the person that you're trying to get to know. Somebody is about to further their education, okay? You may not have time for a relationship, or maybe you furthering your education is going to help your family expand, okay? You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. Or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others, okay? Somebody is very intellectual and they got good communication skills, okay? But for some reason, when it comes down to the family, there's a lack of communication, okay? Something about their destiny not going far enough. Money matters, okay? Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. And we are expecting the unexpected. Things about to change. They're about to do damage control. They're about to try to make people lose things that they've already had. Like they're trying to put people in more of a struggle because the more you're stressed out, the more they can loose feed off of you, okay? People skills. I told you somebody got good communication skills. Somebody out there got good people skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or a head of a company, okay? And that you can. And you may need to take courses. Maybe you could represent somebody and be the CEO of something, okay? You have that possibility, okay? Manager, general manager, okay? You can be overseeing a lot of things. You could be the face to something, okay? Reflect on it. Reflect on it, okay? And while you reflect on it, save as many pennies as you can, okay? Some of you are going to adventure out, okay? You're going to start to travel, okay? You may not be used to traveling. You may have never left your home. You may have never left your city. You may have never left your side of town. But you're about to start leaving. This could be someone who just know they going to throw up the set and the signs for wherever they're from, right? But they're about to start adventuring out. They're about to start realizing that they were doing better by having a job and going to work and getting stable. You know what I mean? Outside forces. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. A lot of you have been thinking like, dang, why does this keep happening? Why are things so slow? Why am I not in the season to court or have what I want, okay? Why am I just living within my means? When are things going to change? Those outside forces are about to change. These sleeping giants, these sleeping energies are about to be well on their way. But remember, you have to take note of this. You have to journal this. You have to put on record how many years or how many months you went through stagnation, because those cycles do come back. Those cycles can come back every 7 years, every 26 years, and you're going to be 26 like 3 times. So you got to know the next time it starts coming in, you got to find a way to keep it coming in. And when it stops, you got to have enough in reserve to multiply by doing something else. What else, Spirit? Anything else pertaining to love? What's the next step for the love, for the collective, for the beautiful beings? What is the next step in their career or opportunity for love? Anything, Spirit? Spirit, like, all these cards, you got me ciphering through. Freedom. Somebody just need to get away. Somebody needs to just get away from it all and start over. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get it clear. If you can be self-employed and get your life together, okay? Independence and long-term. Some of us are not going to be independent no time soon, okay? Some of us are not going to be in a long-term relationship no time soon, okay? And that is what's going to bring on your success, because you're going to be focusing on you. You need the freedom. You can look, you can't make this up. Your freedom and success is coming from you not being in a long-term relationship, okay? And you not being independent. You may have to work under somebody else's wing. Or maybe these temporary relationships where you actually be with somebody 2 or 3 years or 6 months or maybe even 5 years, they're not long-term. Your dependence needs to be free, okay? That's the only way you become independent, okay? It's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside of your comfort zone, okay? And what was long-term in reverse? An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. Things are going to happen, okay? But you got to have your freedom, okay? So that you do not become trapped. This new investment, this new situation in your life, is going to actually make you be more free. Trapped is in reverse. Okay? Let me try one more deck. Harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in peaceful vibrance of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. It's time for you to relax. You need some hydromancy therapy. You need a beach or water or lake. You need a place to relax. And if it's sunny and dry, bring an umbrella. Sit down. Have you some cold ice water. Have you some watermelon juice. Relax. Don't be in a rush. Don't get out there and take pictures and then want to leave. No. Relax. It's time to relax. Learning secrets. You're about to learn how to move, okay? Metamorphosis and Mirage. You're about to clear that haze, okay? That's what you going to a harbor or something and relaxing. Letting your body ground itself and cleanse itself and recharging your negative ions, okay? Spirit link. You're about to link up with the right people once you do this cleansing. And again, like I say, if you would like to open up stagnation, remove the stagnation, bust it wide open, contact me through email. I have the products and I have the guidance of what it takes to remove this stagnation, okay? Shield of resilience, okay? Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. You can't make that shit up. You're about to shield yourself, okay? So that you can protect yourself for what's to come, okay? That's what you're about to do. Clear mind. You need water. You need a swimming pool. You need to go to a hotel that has a swimming pool and a jacuzzi and relax. You need to go to your neighbor's house. You need to do something, okay? You need to get in your bathtub. You need to go buy you a inflatable bathtub and put it in your shower or something and soak, okay? Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Yes, let that water purify you, okay? Growth and potential, okay? Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish, okay? You're about to go through a transformation. You're about to go through a change. The person you woke up to, tomorrow when you wake up, you will never be the same, okay? You got new driven hope, okay? Magic opportunity. Get in on this magic. Embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance for transformation. Ashe. So there we have it, beautiful beings. Some of you have the opportunity to move up, okay? Some of you have the opportunity to share that with your partner, okay? Some of you have the opportunity to actually transform, go places, do things, travel for work and pleasure and leisure, okay? Some of you need to remove the blockages and the burdens, see a new light, quit communicating with people who remind you of your stagnation, okay? That'll be like, you got this fine nigga that want to come over and relax with you, drink with you, smoke with you. Yeah, your bills paid and stuff, but you're not becoming more. You're not studying or putting any education into your field of vision. You're comfortable. You're willing to invest 70% of yourself in this new relationship that's getting you nowhere. You're just entertaining each other. You're just creating some type of false hope and illusion until you get burnt out and bored. And then next thing you know, you have to go somewhere else. Okay? You got to find something new. Things get boring. Things get challenging. And you can't actually move forward. Okay? It's time for you to figure out what you can do. Okay? Sometimes you have to get away from family and friends. Sometimes you have to take that leap of faith and go out there. I'm going to do, Nagas, you deserve it. The Lovers, erotica, and sensuality. Yep, you deserve it. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to shield yourself and protect yourself from all this continuous cycles that make you feel like, I'm just going to eat, sleep, and shit and go to work. I'm not going to never try to be an assistant manager, a manager, or a general manager. I'm not going to try to get this promotion. I'm not going to try to move up to the next floor. I'm not going to try to figure out how to advance in my own work where I can actually say I've learned enough. Now I can actually start building my own business, okay? Doing my own PR, doing my own cold calls, okay? Feeling safe. Wisdom keepers and concern. Arcturians, okay? Protect yourself and ask for help. It's okay to ask Spirit for help. What else, Spirit? Doesn't that look like there's a guy right here asking for guidance and help on big decisions? Yep. It's time to open that third eye and that wisdom. Time to cleanse. Time to detox. If you would like a cleanse or a detox, by all means, email me. Okay? Shadow self, okay? You may be blaming yourself. You may be asking yourself, like you may feel like you're in denial. You may be projecting fear, okay? You may be ashamed. You may probably was a janitor your whole life and you like, me owning my own business? Being a janitor? I gotta get customers. I gotta do paperwork. I gotta file taxes. I gotta find a crew. Quit being ashamed and step it up, okay? The Nephilim. Controversial assessing a new perspective. Yeah, people are definitely going to try to get in your way. Or they're going to see you flourishing and then they're going to have to assess their own life. You need to assess your life, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I just feel like when my energy rise, it just feel like all my hair stand up, my nose start itching. Feel like my hair just moving all over my body when I'm tapping into certain stuff. Okay? And I tap in at a minimum. I'm not like a real talker that can just talk. But I be guided at the right time. Yeah, it came out. Lovers, erotica, and sensuality, okay? And your macabre. It's time for you to get into some type of tantra love, okay? Movement, long distance travel, and excitement. You're going to start moving through the spirit, okay? You're going to start igniting. Get on your clean eating, your clean veggies as much as you can, okay? Try to stay away from much sugar as possible. You could treat yourself to a little bit of sugar. You could treat yourself to a little bit of starch, but not much. It should be like 20% of your holistic diet in a month, okay? You need sugars, eat grapes, okay? What else, Spirit? Any final words before? Pentagram. I told you got to go on your magic, your protection. Some of y'all are trapped and stuck. The demons and entities and jinns and spirits around you are not doing their job. It's time for you to get that spiritual whip and say, boom. If you're not serving my higher good, you got to go. You got to get them off the ship. They're riding your ship for free. They ain't bringing you nothing back. Okay? You can't keep letting these entities and beings ride your ship. And they're not helping bring you anything back. Okay? They're just weighing you down for no reason. Like, it could be your habits. Gambling, drinking, sex, pleasure, laziness. Want to eat so much to the point you can't even do nothing. You don't feel like washing your clothes. You don't feel like washing your dishes. You don't feel like washing your car. You don't want to vacuum your car out. You know what I mean? You have to figure this out, okay? It's time to put up your protection, your shield, and do some major cleansing, okay? And it's time to get these beings away from you that's not bringing you any income, not bringing you any foresight, not bringing you any vision. Evans, okay. Mystery reading between the lines. Absolutely. Mystery reading between the lines. If they're not serving your higher good, they got to go. Right now, while you're watching this video, tell them, anything that's not serving my higher good got to go. Anything not protecting me from the goons and goblins got to go. Like, you could be seeing, like, why am I in all this mischief? Where my crew at? Where my spiritual crew at? You got to start keeping the other people busy. You know what I mean? Syrian bees. Responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. Yeah, it's time for you to take responsibility, take account, and grow the fuck up. Okay? Quit playing the blame game. Okay? Somebody may be projecting something on you, keeping you in fear. Like I say, get back to source. Get back to water, okay? Water is dense, ethers, high ethers, low ethers. It's time for you to get back to water. And you may be a water sign. You definitely need this cleanse, okay? If you would like cleansing baths, by all means, email me. Reflection, kindness, and compassion, okay? It's going to help you open your heart back up. It's going to help you purify your heart, okay? Vesica Pisces, okay? This shift is going to open up and you need to be ready for divine feminine birthing and fertility. Somebody may be pregnant. Somebody might be about to give birth to a new physical flesh baby, or a new idea, or a new career, or a new opportunity, or a new relationship. But it's coming, okay? And it's coming from the feminine energy, okay? It's coming from the mother, okay? It's coming from the deep, vast abyss, okay? Any final cards, Spirit? These some big ass cards. Any final cards, Spirit? Third, I tried to come out twice. There we have it. Open up your mind. Reset yourself. Decalcify your pineal gland. And expound your reality, okay? You have what it takes. Some of you all are going to win out there, okay? Some of you all are going to win. Some of us are going to have to stick around and just be servants, not leaders, okay? Some of us are going to go out there in the world and be a leader and then come home and be a servant to their spouse, okay? Some of us are going to go out there and don't like anything we're doing and come back home and be miserable to your spouse. So it's time to clean those habits up, clean those patterns up. It's time to change. I was at a restaurant the other day, and I noticed this lady was like, everything her husband said, And I looked at him and I said, once you trigger it, it's hard to cut off. She turned around like I've never in my life heard a person explain it like that. She said, see, I tried to tell you. It's something, he was nice, he was handsome, he pays the bill, he paid the bill for the food. They had a lot of food. He paid the bill for the food. You could tell they've been together. You can burn your bridges within a household, and sometimes you have to reset. Sometimes you have to grab your spouse's hand and say, hey, we got to go dip in this water. We got to go baptize in this water. We're going to have to reset, okay? I'm going to try not to trigger you. I don't want you to trigger me. That's just like a man raised his voice at you. It's something you was doing. He wasn't getting his way. He wasn't able to control you. You weren't being submissive. You didn't want to submit. And every time he talked to you, it's like, didn't I tell you to do this? Didn't I tell you to do this? Didn't I tell you to do this? And you're like, I can't win. You know what I mean? It's his vision or no vision, right? And when you trigger people like this, you got to learn when to get out of the situation. Like everything they did, she was triggered. And when I said to him, I said, once you trigger somebody, it's hard to cut it off. And she turned around like, ma'am, you are speaking my language. Because he done set me off for some years and I have not been able to recover. And in those situations, if you have those situations, by all means, email me. I have what it takes to get your relationship back in a balanced state, an equilibrium state. And I bet you may say, well, Sky, you say you're never in a relationship. And that's the referee. That's the beauty. Okay? I can't take sides. I can only help you become more. I remember a guy, he didn't know what was going on at home. He did his rituals. He did the work. And before you know it, they was making another baby and they was happy all over again. Okay? So there you have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.